Hello and welcome. It's Potain 1980 back with a brand new video. Then on this video, we are discussing the rally cross cars. And like I said, there will be a new video each and every Saturday, so please stay tuned and keep watching. I have a lot of more vehicles to test and a lot of miscellaneous vehicles that are also coming too. And I hope you guys can stick around to enjoy all these videos and all this content that I am putting up about these vehicles. And I hope you continue to keep, coming back and just, supporting my channel. And I do thank everybody that's coming. But getting into the video, this first vehicle is the A-Bar 124 Rally. Last place is in 20th in the real time of 234.685. You will see these lap times gradually improve and change by a lot. Because a lot of these cars, they're just not all that good. Some of them have a lot of drift behind them. Some of them, the shocks are terrible. And like I said, they're just not in any way, shape, or form good for you to be racing in a rally race situation unless they are all Car Pacific races, if you know what I mean. But here, this is the Nissan Fairlady, a 1970 version of it, coming in at a time of 233.001 in 19th place. And this car, like I said, same old scenario. I thought it was gonna do better than it did. It almost got 233 flat, but still, not, like I always say, not one of the vehicles that you want to be using if you're trying to win races. Moving right along. As you see, the times are going down by seconds. This right here is the 18th car. This car, it is the Nissan 370Z 2013, coming in at 232.527. Now this car, it was a decent vehicle. Like I said, I don't own any plans, any of the liveries on these cars. They are out in game and they are officially for the crew and the crew only. But this is another one of my dedications to the late great Paul Walker, rest in peace. And like I said, this car is okay, but like I said, still not one of the vehicles that you want to use in a racing situation. Like I said, it will do you good if you're just looking for something fun to drive around or whatever. That's cool. Other than that, no. And moving on, the number 17 vehicle. This is the 2016 Ford Focus RS-RX Glow Motorsports Edition. This car, I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if that ring makes the back of it heavy or what. This car is okay. It didn't get in last place, but this car gave me all kind of problems. I had to constantly test and make sure I had the right lap time. A lot of these vehicles I tested over 10 times to get the right lap time. But as you can see, it's still in the 232 range. Moving on to the number 16 vehicle. This is the regular version of the Ford Focus from the Glow Sport. And it did slightly better with a lap time of 232, 235, and as you saw, the other one was 232, 289. So not that much difference in between them. They're almost dead even. It'll be a very competitive race. But like I said, you'll see the lap time, they dramatically jump on it. It's not like a lot of the other ones. You'll see a few vehicles all in the same range in the 230s, 232s, and so on. But they're going to dramatically jump as we get closer to the top three. We're going to get right into number 15 vehicle, the 1969 Dodge Charger RT Hemi. And as you see, it jumps up 2 seconds with 230.221. And like I said, this car right here has no shocks. As you see right there, it just bounced as I came out of a little small hill. It does like to drift somewhat, but not like a lot of the other ones that you're going to see in here. Even though a lot of these cars did drift out, they were still much better. But honestly, there's only a couple of vehicles I would use in rally race that I trust to win races, and I will break that down to you as the video goes on. But like I said, this is number 15 vehicle. Like I said, not the kind of vehicle that I would use to rank my vehicles up to win parts or anything of that nature. I'm only using the best parts. And just a quick reminder to everybody, I don't know if I have not said this in my video, but I'm going to make a video on the best parts that you need on your vehicles. I will bring that video to you in its entirety and show you what you need to do to get these parts and show you how you can acquire a full set of parts with one race. And like I said, I get that video out to you soon after I'm done with all the testing of the vehicle. But right here is number 14 vehicle. This is the 1985 Lancia Delta S4 with a lap time of 230.076. Another vehicle that loved to drift. I thought it was going to do very good, but it really didn't. This vehicle, on the other hand, is another Lancia. It's the Lancia Rally 1982. It is overall a well-balanced vehicle. It does not have the speed to get it to the top 10 or even the top 5. But it's a great, well-balanced vehicle. It does not drift out. It has great grip. Only thing about it, it does not have the top speed. The acceleration is even decent. Like I said, it does not have the top speed to get it into the top 10 or the top 5. But it's a great starter vehicle if you're looking for it. Moving right along, getting to number 12 vehicle. This is the 2017 Audi S1 EK7 RX Quattro. Long word, excuse me. It came in at a lap time of 229.795. Like I said, all these vehicles, as you see, they are absolutely close together. All the 229s are pretty close until you get a little bit further down or closer to the top 10. And then you'll see that the lap times are going to start progressively moving down lower. So, like I said, this car is okay. It's not one of the best vehicles, but still okay to drive. Like I said, if you're just looking for something fun to drive around, but it's not the vehicle that's going to help you get to the top spot. This vehicle is one of my favorite vehicles. Like I said, it's well balanced. I have won a lot of races in it, even though it did not make it to anywhere but the number 11 spot. It got the time of 229.789, but this car has won me quite a few amount of races. That's all dependent on if nobody else is using that number 1 vehicle or the number 2 vehicle. But still a decent car. I still would use it for racing. And like I said, it's another one of those well-balanced cars. So it's another good starter car as well. So like I said, it came in number 11. And like I said, very, very well-balanced car. Nothing bad to say about it. Just didn't have overall power to get into that number 1 spot. And well, here we go, number 10. This here is the Nissan Skyline 2002, and it came in at 229.721. Very okay car. If anybody remembers from the Crew 1, the Skyline was absolutely dominant on the Crew 1. The Skylines in the Rally Raid were absolutely incredible. In the Rally Cross, they were good. They were very dominant in the street races. And like I said, they were only thing they were not is in the hypercar. The hypercar were dominant in its own right with another vehicle, but we're not going to get inside of that now. But we're moving on to the number 9 vehicle. As you can see, the lap time it jumped up a lot more. You saw with the Skyline 229.721, and now you see with this Ford Fiesta a 229.102. That is a 6/10 of a second quicker than the previous vehicle. So the times are going up. It's still not much of a difference, but that 6/10 of a second will dramatically help you out if you're trying to win a race. But like I said, this is still not the vehicle that you want to have in a race situation. Moving on to the number 8 vehicle, the 1969 Chevy Camaro RS. And this is another one of those like bouncing vehicles, as you will see as the time goes on. They see how the back of it wants to bounce up into the air, not much as the Charger did, but still, it still got into the number 8 despite its flaws. But like I said, it has other stuff going for it because it has a little bit of decent acceleration and a little bit more speed than the rest of the vehicles in the countdown. That's how it got up this high. And you see the lap time 228.851. We were broken a plane to the 228s, and there aren't very many 228s. So there's only one more 228 in this countdown, and that's this vehicle right here. This is the 2013 Lotus, and this Lotus, it was another one of my top cars when I first got the Crew. I used this car to win a lot of races and rank up a lot of vehicles as well. And like I said, it got the lap time of 228.445, and this is the last of the 228s in the countdown. So we're gonna, like I said, the next you will see are the 227. And in the other category, there are only three. And there are only three vehicles that are pushing 227 in lap time. And like I said, I own no copyrights to any of the liveries or anything on these vehicles. They're all in game, and they're on the crew. But moving along, this here is a number 6 vehicle, 2017 Centurion C3, coming in at 227.940. As you see, the lap times are steadily going down. The most we had in one category was a 229. After that, everything starts to pull away. You don't see a lot of these vehicles side by side in the same category. But this vehicle, still a decent vehicle, still brought a lot of races in it, especially if it's class specific races, like in the summer or something like that. But other than that, no, it's not that top vehicle. Now this vehicle I just recently acquired. This is the number 5 vehicle, 1967 Chevy GT500, the AmeriCar edition. I'm sorry, 227.779. Like I said, there's not only one 227 left in this vehicle, but this vehicle is in one of those older classes, as you see, but it did reasonably well to even make it into the top 5. So that was absolutely incredible to me, and like I said, it's a decent, well-balanced vehicle as well, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't make it to that top 5 spot. Moving on to number 4, one of my favorite vehicles. This is a 2012 Cadillac Escalade Enforcer. This vehicle right here will win you races. You can, like I said, in certain situations, this vehicle will outdo other vehicles, all depending on how you drive it, because it does not have a lot of drift. It's a heavy vehicle, and it does not have that drift effect as like some of the others in the rally race. Coming in at that lap time 227.449, and I honestly thought this was going to be the number 1 vehicle, how good it ran and how great it drives, but I was absolutely wrong, because there's another vehicle that beat it out, and that's this one right here, 2016 Porsche 911 GT3 limited edition at a lap time of 226.844. And as you see, the lap times are going to dramatically change with these last 3 cars, and you will absolutely see that and see why. Now this car, it does love to drift, but it has overall acceleration and power, and very, very good top speed. And so it did absolutely well, as you say, you tried to drift there, but I still was able to get that 226 lap time because of everything else that it had going for it. Moving on to the number 2 vehicle. Everybody knows this is another Enforcer vehicle. This is the 1971 Chevy Camaro Z28 Enforcer, and as you see, this one is an older vehicle as well, but it has those newer upgraded shocks as a modern day car would. So it did absolutely well. It has a great acceleration, great top speed, but not great enough to get to number 1 because it only made it to 223.309. But like I said, it's one of the vehicles that I would use to try to win races, and like I said, it's overall a great vehicle to honestly just drive around, win races, and anything else you need to do. But here you go, guys. This is the number 1 vehicle in a rally cross situation, the best of the best. This is the 2005 Mitsubishi Lancer WRC05. Lap time of 221.276, 2 seconds quicker than the number 2 vehicle, and almost whole 6 seconds, almost 6 seconds quicker than the number 3 vehicle. So this is the vehicle that you want to use in any rally cross situation. It's absolutely dominant. It's great. It does not drift. It holds the road. Great acceleration and great top speed. So there you go, guys. There's all of the vehicles from the rally cross. Like I said, there are more vehicles coming soon. There's a new video coming Saturday. So I hope you guys stick around, subscribe, and keep watching. See you then.